My name's Chris. I'm a rustic caveman. I had to go put a shirt on because nobody needs to see this otherwise. I am in the barn and I'm recording on my phone, which is something I don't typically do. My computer that I do all my editing on and all my home stuff on is toast. So I'm actually using the wife's computer, which doesn't quite have enough RAM to do everything I need to do in the way of video editing. So this one won't be as smooth as it normally is. Anyway, I'm in the barn. This is a barn update. I'll show you where we are. That's pretty quick. As you can see behind me here, man, I don't know how these people do it with just a phone. It's a little tough. Anyway, it's a little bit less messy in there, and as you can see right here, is a bunch of 2x4s. Now those 2x4s started out with being 110, and we are currently much less than that. Well, there's probably still 70 of them there. So let me flip you around. We built this table. It's basically just a 2x4 with a sheet of plywood on top table. And we dropped this jig on here. And with this jig, it allowed us to make several of these 4-foot sections of wall. I don't actually know how many's in here. I think it's like 7. So it's like 8. So there's 8 of them. Now those 8 will be, as I give everybody seizures by spinning, will be for the walls in the office part right here. So this office section, this section, and I'll go down here. You can kind of see the break in the floor. I'm in the office section, stepping down into the shop. Now we'll have a different jig when we do this section here. And the floor is done with the exception of this area over here. And that is because I don't really know for sure how I'm going to do this or what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking that right there will be a concrete pad with a drain of it down going into the gravel. And then I'll probably build a floor here because we're hoping that this will eventually be the bathroom section. Well, some of you might ask, why is it taking so long to get this done? Well, number one, I'm not a builder. This floor I had to figure out as I went. And I will tell you that it's not square and it's not pretty, but I could park my tractor on here. I'll guarantee it's strong. And the rest of the stuff, I just don't have time. I've got maybe 6 or 8 hours in a weekend to be able to work on it, and that's when I do it, and that's what we do. And it's just the wife and I. So I think we're doing great for what we've got going on. That stack of 2x4s will probably get us most of the way through the stud walls in the office and the workshop. Now what the next step is we're going to take all the cleats off out here again. Take all the cleats of the things off the table, which makes it a true flat surface 4x8 sheet. And then we'll put those items back on the table, and each one of those will get coated with a strip of house wrap and then a strip of landscape fabric, the good kind, the woven kind, and then a 4-foot wide sheet of 1/4-inch hardware cloth. And I'm hoping that will keep mosquitoes and stuff like that out of there. Now there will be an 8-inch gap between the stud wall, you can kind of see it over there, the stud wall, and the actual wall of the barn. So I'm doing this as an envelope. It's a building within a building. And that gap, although will help quite a bit with insulation, it will also help with any moisture that gets underneath the deck will be able to flow up and out. Or the vapor will flow up and out because that will be exposed all the way up through to the ceiling. Now, it does pose a possible problem of getting some kind of critter in there. We're hoping that doesn't happen. I may cap off the top gap with some more of that hardware cloth. See if that will solve any problems like that. And I'm not worried about anything coming in underneath because I'm just not worried about that right now. If it does, we'll deal with it accordingly. This is actually just a barn, even though it's going to be my workshop, which will be all my wood tools. My metal shop will be out in that section, and my office, which will be all the electronics, all the computers. We'll probably also have a freezer and a refrigerator in here just for additional storage. And then there'll be storage up on top in the loft or above the buildings. Anyway, for the barn project, that's about where we're at. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them. This has been a long time coming, but I really haven't had a whole lot to show you. I still need to do a walkthrough of the chicken coop, and I might just go ahead and do that next. Anyway, this is Chris. I'm the Rusty Caveman. I appreciate you watching. If you want to join the journey, subscribe, hit that notification button, because we've got a lot more to do. We still have a greenhouse to build out by the garden. We still have a greenhouse to build on the end of the house itself. That probably won't happen this year. There'll be some more work in the chicken coop. We've got more fencing going up, and we've got animals coming at some point this year. And I haven't forgotten about it. We still have a sawmill. Still needs a little bit more work to finish it up, and it'll be ready to go. I probably will hire somebody to actually finish that up because I just haven't had the time. Anyway, look around and see if there's anything else in here to talk about. I don't think there is. So, my name is Chris. I'm the Rusty Caveman. Thanks for watching. You all have a good time. Thanks. Bye.